Well, hello, Kesler Science members. I have got some exciting announcements about your membership that are going to allow you to work more efficiently and make your job easier. This video will introduce you to some improvements on using your dashboard and finding the files you need. The first thing I want to look at is the more organized dashboard that we're providing you. The dashboard is now organized by resource type first and foremost. You'll see that all the 5E lessons are now together, the bell ringers, the inquiry labs, sub-plans, STEM challenges, and so forth. We've even cleaned up the course cards to make them nice and pretty and aligned throughout the dashboard. Now, you might notice at first that there are actually fewer course cards. We have not taken anything away from you. On the contrary, we're giving you more with these updates. And I'll talk about just what we're giving you in addition to what you already have in just a few minutes. I'm going to scroll back up to the space unit because that's the one we're going to take a look at. And I just want to let you know that the majority of these upgrades have taken place in the 5E lesson bundles. I'm going to open up the Space 5E bundle and show you all of the things that have changed. We know that each classroom is unique, which is why we've created many different choices on how to teach your science content. However, choices can often introduce confusion. In the past, it might have been overwhelming to know which files to use in certain situations. The new Streamlined 5E lessons are a huge improvement over the way information has been provided to you. The first thing you'll notice is the new beefed up Start Here section. We've also included a video overview of what's included in a Kesler Science 5E lesson. As you'll see throughout the course, when we include a video, we will also choose to include a transcript below. This section also includes how you can use the Kesler Science lessons in distance learning. There's also a video about uploading PowerPoint files into Google Slides, and then some helpful resources like rubric makers, station lab signs, binder labels, and so forth to help you plan your lessons. The next section down is where we've moved the full versions of the paper and the digital interactive notebook bundles. Previously, these were their own course cards and they were on the dashboard, but it was cumbersome to switch back and forth between the cards. Now, all of the IMBs for a given unit are right up here. There are previews of the file, so you can see this is the paper version preview, and this is the digital version preview if you were to send it to students that were working at home. And then there's also a downloads and descriptions lesson that provides all of the different file types. We've included within this downloads and descriptions some best practices on when you would use each of the different files based on your situations. There's a video here as well as a transcript or some instructions above it. You'll see that this training theme carries throughout these 5E bundles as we go forward. Next, let's take a look at the newly streamlined file structure for each topic. I'm going to be looking at the asteroids, meteors, and comets. Now, the topics are all the exact same as they have been in the past, but now we have condensed the files to make them much more user-friendly so that you can find what you need. The sections are broken down into the 5 stages of the 5E method. You have engagement, exploration, explanation, elaboration, and evaluation. Within each section, you'll now be able to preview one of the files from that section. So if it has the word preview after it, you can take a look at the file right there in your browser. You can take a look right here. We'll take a look down at the exploration preview, and it shows you a copy of the digital station lab and so forth. The huge changes here adds a downloads and directions section for each of the 5Es. So you'll see that it has downloads and directions on each of the 5Es. I'm going to click on the exploration downloads and directions and take a look at what's in there. Let's say you're ready to do a station lab. In the past, you had to look through about 30 files over here and try to figure out which ones were the station labs and then figure out which ones you needed to use based on your classroom environment. We've made this process much easier. Now, only the Station Lab files are shown, and we provided tons of training to help you decide which files to use. I highly encourage you to go through these videos at least one time because there's a chance you may have missed a method that we're providing which would work perfectly for your classroom. The scripts for the videos are right below here, and it gives you so much information about each of the different types of files for each of the different Station Labs. Okay, ding, ding, ding. I want to point out a brand new addition to the Station Labs. We've now included a Google Form version for all the Station Lab 2.0s. This is going to give you more options on how you accept answers and grade the labs. This is brand new, and it is just now being included for the first time in your membership. You'll find some training on how to use this new digital with Google Form version right down here in the training. You'll also be able to read the transcript down below. Let's skip down to the explanation, downloads, and directions section. You'll find that right here. And this is another section where we've provided you many different options for how to use the PowerPoints. You might be on campus, you might be remote learning, or some hybrid version of both, or maybe none of the above. We have options for you. There is a perfect file type for your situation. Now, similar to the Station Labs, we're going to hold your hand and show you exactly which files work best for this situation. So all of the video training is down below here on which files to choose and then how to use each of the different types and what situation they would work best. And then you'll find the transcripts below that. And also another ding, ding, ding. Ready? Here we go. There is a brand new version that has just been released called the standard version. And the standard version of the PowerPoints removes all the interactivity and allows you to teach from a PowerPoint in a traditional classroom, or even be able to upload to platforms like Nearpod or Pear Deck. This has been a highly requested feature, and it gives you another option to choose from. Again, all of the training is down below, including the transcript, so you can feel free and confident to know that you're choosing the right files for your situation. If we look through all the 5E topics on the left over here, they're all going to follow the same format. So if you look at HR diagram, for instance, you're going to see that all of that same training that you saw in the other topics is right here too. All the file downloads are right here. All the previews are the exact same. All the naming structure is the exact same throughout the entire membership as well. One last thing I want to mention again is that you're going to have less course cards on your dashboard. So if we were to go back up to the dashboard here, you will have less course cards on there because the IMB bundles are now included here. So we've removed those from your dashboard and put those here. And all of the Station Lab files are now within here as well. So you don't have additional course cards just for the Station Labs. They're all integrated into the actual 5E lesson. The goal is to teach a 5E lesson to completion. So you're going to start out with the engagement and work your way through the different E's until you've completed an instruction on a particular topic. These changes should really improve your workflow and allow you to get back to what you do best, and that's teaching. Thank you for all you do, and thanks for sticking with me. I hope you really like these changes. We're super excited about them.